Hey humans, Coach Mindy here with your Find the Drive workout of the day. Today we have EMOM, 2 of a kind. It's 2 separate 10-minute EMOMs. EMOM meaning every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. So our first 10-minute EMOM is going to be 10 dumbbell hammer curls followed by 10 dumbbell bent over rows. You're going to do that every minute on the minute. Should have some rest in there. And then after you complete that 10 minutes, you'll start another EMOM where every minute on the minute you have 5 seated Z presses and 5 legs over dumbbells. We'll get into all that in a second. To get you ready for it, we're going to go through our warm-up 2 times, starting out with a single leg balance. For each of these positions, we're going to spend 20 seconds in that position. Now, if you come down at any point in that 20 seconds, it does not mean that you have to start over. I just need you trying and working on each position for 20 seconds total. So your first single leg balance position is foot forward flexed. Then we take it back, then we take it to the side, 20 seconds. Then we take it back for 20 seconds and keep that torso upright. Don't lean to counterbalance. I want to really generate that lift with the glutes, and then forward and up for 20 seconds. On that forward and up 20 seconds, keep that level with your hip as much as possible and in line with your hip. Don't allow it to cross. Keep it here. So 20 seconds in each of those positions and then changing sides. Again, if you have to come down at any point, don't reset the clock. Just keep moving or keep balancing. Then 10 reps each of the following. Starting out with our good mornings. Fingertips by your ears, pinch your shoulder blades together, soft bend in the knee, and hinge. Keep it a soft bend in the knee, keep that chest up, keep that eye on the horizon, squeeze the butt, squeeze the gut at the top, 10 reps there. Then we're down to the ground for a high plank to down dog. Really trying to drive those heels to the ground, pedal the feet a little bit, rock back forward. 10 reps there. Then we are doing a high plank shoulder tap, trying to keep those hips and shoulders square to the ground, not rocking, back and forth, 10 per side. Then we're going to lay all the way down for alternating leg L lifts. So trying to reach this foot as high as you can, keeping that leg as straight as you can, lower back down, change sides. We're also going to do 10 per side here, and if you only get to here and then your knee bends because you don't have the hamstring mobility, stop there. The purpose of this is for that good hamstring stretch and warming up those lower abdominals in a gentler way. So if we're breaking our knee, we're not achieving what we want, so really fight for that straight leg position. After that, we're going to stay on the ground for fire hydrants. So quad position, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You're going to give me 10 circles forward, 10 in reverse, and then you're going to change sides. Now, whatever leg is in the air, I'm going to put more pressure in that hand. That way I'm keeping it isolated in my hip versus leaning and not achieving the work in the place that we want. So 10 forward, 10 reverse, then change sides. Then we're going to go back to our original side, stand in that quad position, kickstand our foot out, keep that foot flat to the ground, and drive the energy out to the blade of your foot, otherwise the outside. Keep that leg nice and straight. Your back toes are going to be flat. Scoot your hands out a little bit. Rock your hips towards the ground. Pulse back forward. We're doing this to stretch the inside of the leg. 10 on one side, then 10 on the other. Then we'll come back to this leg and we'll go for 10 lateral leg lifts. So that's your warm-up 2 times through, including the balance, to get you ready for our EMOM. So EMOM, you set a clock, hopefully with a WOD timer so you don't have to start and stop it on your own. 10-minute EMOM. Every minute on the minute, you're going to do 10 hammer curls, and 10 bent over rows. So for your hammer curls, feet underneath your hips, chest up, roll your shoulders back and down. Hammer curl those weights all the way up, lower down with control. Watch my elbow here. My elbow follows the weight That way I'm getting my full range of motion versus stopping here. Kind of a bro thing to do, shortening that range of motion, pumps more blood into the bicep, but kind of limits our range of motion. So we're not looking for a big bicep pump, we're looking for strengthening through the whole range of motion. So you're gonna do 10 reps there, then immediately hinge forward and like you're doing a good morning. Dumbbells are just the outside of your knee. Keep your eye on the horizon, chest up, and you're gonna give me 10 rows. From here, set your weights down, shake your arms out, wait however much time you have left in that minute, and then on the start of the next minute, 10 and 10. There may be the temptation early on to keep those weights in your hands. Oh, why pick them up again? It's more work, right? It is, but it'll cost your grip. So I encourage you to move through that pretty quickly, move with quality, move with form focus, put the weights down, shake it out, and then get ready for your next minute. After that, 10 minutes, every minute on the minute, you're gonna come down to the ground and wait for your next EMOM to start. In this EMOM, you're only gonna do 5 reps. Z press is your first movement. So sitting up nice and tall, feet out in front of me, feet flexed. Keeping those elbows up. Don't let them point to the ground. Keep them up just like in our curl. Press straight up, lower back down, press straight up. Keep those elbows in nice and tight, that they come forward and down, not flaring to the side. That'll be the temptation, and we really want to keep it and not like you're moving inside of a column. 5 reps there. Then you're going to position either one or both, depending on your flexibility. Dumbbells directly in between your feet. Your fingertips can be up by your knees or drift back behind you, whatever works best for you. And we're going to lift our legs up and over. 1 and back. So there and back equals 1. You're going to do that 5 times. If one dumbbell feels easy, we can put both there. Just watch where we place our hands. We want to just use these for stability and pushing into the ground a little bit. If you go behind you, we can sometimes lean way too far back. And I want a little bit of lean is okay, but if we're using our entire torso to give us counterbalance, then we're not kind of achieving the work we want. So maybe we take the dumbbell out from between our legs and just try to move it back and forth across an invisible line. This is one of the only times I'm going to tell you to point your toes, flex the feet, just give you a little bit more clearance, and it helps keep your quad engaged. The further up your hands and the more upright your chest, the more we're keeping that work in the area that we want. So play with this a little bit before you start and find the spot that works for you. Remember, right, left equals 1. All right, that's your EMOM. 2 of them, 2 of a kind. You do one, then you start your next. If you need some rest in there in between to get set up or grab a sip of water, please do so. Both of these you should have a pretty good amount of rest built into it. So if you have access to it, maybe try a little bit more challenging weight for the dumbbells. All right, as always, if you have any questions, let me know. If not, have a great workout.